What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for choosing to watch this video. If you're watching this for the very first time, you're looking at Betty in Arizona, and I go by Betty AZ because AZ represents Arizona, so that's the short name of Arizona. Yeah, Arizona is right next to Mexico, so you push me a little bit and I'll boom, I'll fall in. I'll be in Mexico. Guys, on this video we're just gonna talk about the few things that has been going on, and yeah, and allow me to be kind of talking about things that are going on the internet from time to time, because it's so hard to like sometimes come up with a vlog, because you know my life is kind of boring nowadays. All I do is to cook, clean, and cook, clean, repeat, cook, clean, take care of the kids, repeat, cook, clean, take care of the kids. I mean, like, I don't even have a life. You think you have a life in America right now at this point, and especially when you have kids, it's like your life is robbed. Your party life or your traveling life is robbed away from you for a little bit until the kids are grown. But you know what, everybody has their own story. I'm not complaining. I love the kids. I'm rocking this outfit I got. My friend from Kenya gave it to me, so I love gifts, and she gifted me this outfit, and it's a matching from top to bottom. Yeah. from top to bottom is matching outfit. So anyway, guys, yes, now the first thing we're gonna talk about is Trump has a new way of a new pathway of getting a citizenship or green card. And now if you have $5 million, not Kenya shillings, we are talking about dollars. If you have some $5 million that is free and not doing anything with it, you can be able to get quick citizenship. You can be able to get green card and then later get a citizenship. Yes, so that is called Trump Gold Card. Hey, mumesikia hayo, Trump Gold Card. So you can be able to get that gold card, and it's only $5 million. I believe that is like 640 something million Kenya shillings. I don't know about your country, but just do the math. So that's in dollars. Your currency doesn't matter at this point, because when you pay for this card, you're gonna be paying it in dollars. Hey, let me tell you, I posted that in TikTok, and somebody made a comment, and I thought, wait a minute, this makes a lot of sense. Do you know some people get married and we are like, hey, she's married to an old man, she's married to so and so. Hey, it's about the green card. Green card can be expensive. So if you get green card easy, thank God and take care of it and don't complain at all, because there are some people who are gonna cost $5 million just to get it. I don't know who will pay $5 million to live in the US, to get the US citizenship, but you know, guys, there are some people who are very loaded, and $5 million is not a lot of money to some people. Like Trump himself has money, so $5 million is not a lot. So don't be like, hey, I don't think anybody can afford that. Trust me, people out there, they have money. People can afford it. So if you can afford it, I don't know who you are. I'm not gonna say my audience cannot afford it. Myself, I can't afford that. So anyway, I thank God for the opportunity of getting the citizenship without spending that much, because that's a lot of money. But yes, that's a new pathway of coming to the US. I was just letting you know. Don't shoot the messenger. That's the new thing now. Okay, another thing is, guys, I posted about this thing about Karango and Triza, and the reason why I was so much into this, because I am always against, if the marriage is not working, if the relationship is not working, I'm always against staying for the sake of the kids, or staying because of such and such reason, hanging in tight because of no any reason. I'm always very against. I'm always excuse my English, I'm always against it. Now ask me why. A few days ago, this guy called Mwangi, I think John or something Mwangi, and his wife in Kylene, Texas. So this guy and the wife were in the army. So the relationship wasn't working because rumor has it that the wife, huyu jamaa aligongewa bibi, the wife was seeing some people behind the husband back. So this man is the one who brought this. Is, guys, let me tell you, I don't have any evidence. I'm going per rumor, you know, social media things that I'm gathering here and there from. So don't come at me and say, Betty, you know the story. No, I'm just saying it as I heard it. So this guy is the one who brought the lady here. Okay, so they're in the army, and now this girl, she loves to party. They go to the party. The guy is the quiet kind. The guy, rumor has it that this guy, whenever they go to a party, the guy would just sit in a corner and not say much. But the girl was the type of girl that will go where the DJ is and just party. She's a happy soul. She was a happy soul. Now she's deceased. She was a very happy girl and enjoying the party, but the husband would just sit in the corner and be quiet. Now, this girl, sijui kuongewa in English, but this huyu jamaa aligongewa bibi. That means the wife was seeing some people. And the guy managed to get some phone call conversations from what I heard. And it was evident to the guy that the wife was cheating on John. So now, John was very, is it John or Mwangi? I'll just say the Mwangis. So the Mr. Mwangi here, Mr. Mwangi was a kind of, I don't know what he was going through, but I believe he shared maybe his experience with some people, like what the wife is doing. But you know, guys, you know what people say, mwanaume ni kuvumilia, kunyamazia. As a man, you're not supposed to talk, because if you talk, if you whine, if you complain about your relationship, you're being a weak man, you know. And nowadays, people will tell you, yeah, come on, if it's not working, just move on, leave it. But then you forget that some people, it's so hard for some people to move on with life and leave you enjoying yourself. Like if to some people, if a relationship is not working, they would rather hurt you and hurt you bad to make sure that you don't enjoy the other man, that no man will ever enjoy you. So this man, he had a gun. Of course, he was in the army. And because he had a gun, the best thing he could have done, thought in his brain, was to finish the wife, so that the wife can stop cheating and playing games. So I believe Mr. John was very upset and maybe depressed, because he was, rumor has it that he's not a very talkative guy. So what happened is, this guy, he did what he did, and he shot the wife a couple of times, and did it at night. Some people say 7 p.m., some people say 9 p.m. I don't know about the time he finished the wife, but he finished the wife at night. He slept in the same house. Mind you, the kids did not know. Maybe that gun had that pistol or gun had a silencer, whatever, because the kids did not hear the noise, the commotion. The neighbors did not hear the gunshot. So he finished the wife at night, slept in the same house. We are talking about two Kenyans, slept in the same house, got up in the morning, and akaenda zake kazini. And now the wife did not show up. Mrs. Mwangi did not show up at work. And it was like, hey, this girl has never missed work. Remember, they live in this army place, you know. They are in the army. So they were like, concerned. I believe I don't know if they contacted the husband, and the husband wasn't picking up the call. So they were like concerned. Hey, it is not normal for this girl not to pick up the calls, not to show up at work, nothing. So they were like, you know what, we're gonna call the police to go to that house and do some wellness check. I believe, like, just a regular check, like, what's going on? Is this wife in the house? So when they went to the house, Mrs. Mwangi was laying there lifeless, shot at night, killed by the Mwangi, this Mwangi guy, and the Mwangi was nowhere to be found. So they started the process. That's what I heard. But then after all this process, Mr. Mwangi turned himself in uko kwa base. That's what I heard. So alijiturn in mwenyewe because I believe he felt he in his mind he was like, shoot, what did I do? So he had to turn himself in because you know what? Yes, the moment you kill in America or any part of the world, that's it, screwed up. And let me tell you guys, who tells you that in America you can get away with anything? Even as in America, any crime is taken very seriously. Here is not where you bribe or you run away. They will catch up with you. They will catch you bad. I'm saying in America because I know in Africa some people get away with murder, not here. So here even money things, you know, if you are crooked and you are doing some weird, some crazy stuff, you know. I heard of another person who was arrested because of the fraud stories, yeah, and I was so shocked to hear that lady was arrested. I was a Kenyan, you know. I heard this Kenyan was arrested, and I was like, what are you? And I'm not gonna say much about that because I don't want to bring that story here. But anyway, back to this story of the Mwangi. So Mwangi killed this girl. This is not the first time we've heard about this kind of domestic violence where it's end up na kuwana. You find the husband now has killed the wife. And you remember the other girl that was killed at the airport by the guy that was flying out of the country and stabbed this girl to death in the car. Remember, guys, that was another African. And so many stories I've heard of people who have just found in the house dead, and they are married to their Africans. You know, some people, they talk about, oh my God, Betty, I don't want to come to the US. There's a lot of gun violence. My question is, do you know our own are finishing our own? Our own finishing our own. So it's not a matter of being scared. You don't want to come to America because you're scared you'll be finished by the Americans. But the problem is even our own, your brother from your own motherland is the one finishing you just because of jealousy. Now, my question, this Mwangi, why did he think he can kill the wife and get away with it? Oh, I don't know what got in his mind. I don't think, maybe he wasn't in the right mind, because anybody in the right mind will not do anything like that. The reason why people do those things, they go to an extreme, is because they snap. The moment they snap, they release their anger and they do the unthinkable. So this guy thought the only thing to do to hurt this lady is to kill her. And don't forget, they have 2 children. So the police found kids in the house, and the kids were not aware of what was going on. They were not aware that the mom has been killed. Anyway, now the guy went to the to jail, and you know, I don't know if he's gonna get. He might get life in prison. He might get many years in jail. And I'm like, guy, you think taking away a life of a woman, you kill somebody and you think you walk on the streets? No. Now he's in jail and his life is finished, Kumalo, like that. Let's take care of our anger issues. Let's take management classes. If it's not working, relationships are not working, and you feel you get tempted to do something to hurt your partner so bad, you will hurt yourself in the process so bad. If it is not working, if your woman is cheating on you, if your man is cheating on you, if your man is hurting you, violent, if that relationship is not working, do not stay because of children. Do not stay because of anything. Do not hurt somebody because of their life insurance. Do not stick in a relationship because you think this guy has properties and I'm gonna lose You know, when back to this Karango story, when I hear about these things, and I'm like, oh my God, people keep telling this girl to go back because of the children. And I'm like, what about her? What about her life? What about her, like her mental health? What about her? You know, I always find people like, they don't, a lot of people, they don't care about you as an individual. They will just push you back to that marriage. They will push you. And they will tell you, no, you know, Betty, just go back to this guy, because this guy, amejipanga. It's so hard out here, Betty. These are rough times. Betty, stick with this man, because even if he's cheating on you, even if he beat you once or twice, Betty, this guy did not kill you. Just stay with him. Betty, you have 2 kids with this guy. Just stick around, because so that watoto will grow. Let these kids grow. Betty, just go. You know, that's what a lot of people say. Yeah, you know, maybe you left your husband, you left your matrimonial home, and you thought, let me move out, and then kikaumana. So you, from your experience, because you had it rough after you left your marriage, now you feel like you can encourage someone to stick around. But you're not thinking about the peace you got when you got out of the bad marriage or bad relationship. Let me tell you, a bad relationship can drive you nuts. And especially when you're dealing with someone who is a manipulator and someone who is playing with your mind. And then you're dealing with someone who is not even talking, who is just keeping quiet. Anakanyangia. And you don't know what you're thinking. You know me, sometimes I say, like, it's better for people who talk and people who just talk and munagombana mkiongea. Lakini hawa watu wa kunyamaza, these people who are silent, they are monsters. Rumor has it that this Mwangi was a very quiet guy. So nobody could have thought that he would go to that extreme. But then some people are talking about PTSD, or maybe, you know, people who go through the army, they get a lot of trauma. I don't know trauma or what, this PTSD thing. And maybe, you know, like depression or those things that come up. But this is, I feel like all that combined pushed this guy, and anger and jealousy pushed this guy to do that, to go to that extreme. I feel sorry for this lady. I feel bad for her, because she's gone, 37-year-old, I believe, leaving 2 kids. She did not deserve to die. She did not, no matter what she was doing or she had done or she was accused of doing, she did not deserve to die. This guy did not deserve to take, I mean, like, why take somebody's life just because of your anger, just because of your jealousy? You know, anyway, guys, if it's not working, pack your belongings. This I'm not talking about just men, even just women, even men. If a relationship is not working, you feel like your woman is pushing you to the edge, just walk away. Imagine if this guy walked away and rented a place somewhere. Guys, let's not always think about the material things and the things that you are losing. Even if you gave this girl a green card, even if you brought her here, even if you educated her, now think about your future, think about your children's future, and say, I am the one who sacrificed so much, but for the sake of my future and my kids, I am going to pack my things and go, and then we can do what? Parenting. You can go through court, you can do whatever you do, but doing some stupid mistake and crazy mistake like that, I will end up you in jail. May God help us. Mi nasamanga siwezi chekelea mtu, because we are all human. At the end of the day, we are human, and you cannot laugh, you cannot judge, you can just listen to these things and say, my, oh my. May God help us. May God help those children. And I pray that this lady, may she rest in peace, and those children will find a good home, parents that can take care of them. Because it's tough, you know, it's gonna be tough for the kids. I hope the families will have someone that will take care of these children and give them a good life and love them, because, you know, in America, if nobody's gonna take care of them, the government will just put them in foster care system, and that's it. You know, it's sad, guys. I pray for all of us, our mental health. Guys, take a walk out there, go think, talk to someone. You know, sometimes people say, oh, you're talking too much. You guys, I have brought my personal issue here on the social media. And I could see some people laughing like, oh, Betty, how can you just bring your issues here? Let me tell you, you would rather bring your issues on social media and not end up hurting someone, because you can be so stressed out and so depressed to a point you're not thinking straight, you're thinking like crazy. You know? So I would rather come up here and bring my issues and tell you about what is bothering me. I would just rather open up to strangers that I've never seen in my life, because I've never met all of you. I would rather just come and tell you, guys, I am so broke. I don't know what to do. I am broke. I don't know what to do. I am going through this. My relationship is not working. I have problems. The ones that will judge, the ones that will understand me will understand me. And at the end of the day, on the comments section, somebody will type an encouragement and it will take me a long way, you know, in one way or the other. So never laugh at someone who is speaking up for them, who is speaking up. And never judge someone who is walking away from a relationship. Never push someone to a relationship. Always give someone a sober advice. Men in the house, if you are watching this video and you are a man, if a fellow man come to you and tell you, man, my wife is doing this and this, give them a sober advice. Number one, ask them how they're feeling mentally. How is this situation making you feel? Do you feel like you can harm yourself or harm her? And give them a good advice. I hope, guys, that makes sense. Anyway, nimemalizana na hiyo video, and hope all of us, may God help us. As I said, may God help us. May God help us so much. And yeah, God bless you guys. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video.